How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name's Christian. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below, like this video if it does help you, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll try and help you out with them. So what I got here is basically the question that I feel most candle makers get when they first start. It's what I've had when I first started making candles, and it's how much wax do I use based on the container I'm using. Put in a different way, every container is going to have a little bit different volume, and the weight of the wax, which you weigh out your wax before you melt it, doesn't necessarily correspond volume-wise to the ounces, the volume ounces you're going to put into the jars, whether it's your 4-ounce jars, 8-ounce jars, or whatever you're putting your candles into. So what I have here is some Golden Brands 464 cooling down here. We're going to go ahead, get it closer to the temperature, and then we're going to go ahead and pour it into this little measuring dish. And what I'm going to do is I've got it set on my scale, and then going to measure it out 2, 4, 6, and 8 ounces, and we're going to read out the weight that it happens to be, and that'll give you a good ballpark to go by based on the volume to weight ratio that at least Golden Brands 464 is going to give you. It's going to be a little different based on the different waxes you're using, just because densities are going to be different across the board, whether it's a paraffin, a blend, soy, beeswax, whatever it is. It's going to be slightly different. So this will be a good starting point, but you're going to want to kind of adjust it based on what you're doing. So let's go ahead and tear this scale off and pour the wax. So there we're at 2 ounces, and what I'm showing is, if you can see it there, 1/10 of a pound. And let's see if that continues to carry all the way up through if my pour is consistent. So now we're at 4 ounces, and pretty close. So 0.2 of a pound. And we'll go up to 6. There we go. And now 6 is 0.35. 0.36, I guess it went up a bit. And then we'll go up to the 8-ounce mark here. All right, so at 8 ounces, we're at 0.46 as well. Oh, there we go. 0.48. Alright, so that's going to give you the basic ballpark of how much wax to use per candle. So if you're pouring an 8-ounce volume candle, so let's say something like this, you're going to be looking to melt roughly 0.48 ounces, 0.48 pounds of wax to fill that candle. One thing to be cognizant of when you are measuring out your wax for your candles is make sure you're measuring out to where you want to fill it to, not to where the top of the volume or the top of the container is. Some containers will give you the fill line, like this one happens to be 6 right at this line right there. So you'd be measuring out to that, not the full 8, which is the full container. And same thing with this. I think this is right around 4 for the full container, but you're at 3.2 or something like that at the fill line. So just make sure whatever you're putting your candles into, you know the volume of wax that you need, not the total volume of the container. Alright guys, if that helped you out, please feel free to subscribe down below. Leave me a comment if you have another video you want to see me make. And yeah, hope this helped you out.